I'm going to open up the chat. Can everyone say hi? Can you guys say hi? Tell me where you're coming in from. Tell me what kind of business you have. Tell me what you're hoping to get out of today's training. Super excited. Lisa says hi from Vancouver. We got Kendra on here. Amy, Felicity. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. How's it going? I was just going to check to see if the text message went out to see if we were on. Super exciting. I have a lot of good stuff for you guys tonight. Super pumped to talk about what it looks like to build a scalable business where you're making 2 to 3 times the amount that you're making right now in 2022. Let's see. Okay. I'm like, Allie, are we sending out one that says, that we're on right now? Hi, Nikki's on here too. Okay, awesome. All right, let's get started. How's it going? I wore my fluorescent yellow for you guys today. I'm going to be sharing my screen here. If you guys have any questions, at all, put them in the chat. I'm going to do my best to get to them as we go through this. The more engaged you guys are, the better, and the more energy I'll have, the more engaged I'll be with you. So feel free to be engaged. Put everything out there that you got. Remember, the way you show up in trainings like this is the way you're going to show up in your business, right? So let's show up high energy. Who has high energy? Let me know if you guys are ready to get this party started. I am going to share my screen with you guys here in a hot second. I got to pull up my training. I prepared slides for you guys. I am ready to go. Let's go. Okay, I need to exit full screen really quick. Then I need to go over to Zoom, and then I got to share my screen. All right, let's go. Share. All right, and then let's go into presenter view. Present. All right, can you guys let me know? Can you see my screen? Oh, I gotta make sure my chat is up so I can see you guys. Yes, you can see my screen. Amazing. So if you didn't know already, what we're gonna talk about today is we're gonna talk about how you can make 2x to 3x in 2022. Hold on, let me figure out how do I, without working more and harder. And let me know if that sounds like something you want to do in your business right now. Do you guys want to figure out how you can make more money in your business without working harder? Because I remember when I first started my business, I thought to myself, how in the actual heck am I going to keep up this level of intensity? I'm making a decent amount of work, right? I'm making a decent amount of money, but I'm doing a lot of work for it. And so I figured out a strategy that I could, essentially, I was making 2 to 3 times more. I double my income year after year. And I don't work more, you guys. I don't work more because I don't have 2 to 3 times more hours in a day. So I typically work a decent amount. I get up in the morning, you guys. I go to the gym every morning, right? So I get up, I get my kids to school, I go to the gym, I get a protein shake, I go home and shower. I start my day around 11:30-ish. And then I'm usually done by about 4. And that's it. Those are my days, right? So I've really designed my life and designed my days the way I desired it to look. And I want to share with you guys that you can do the same exact thing. And that's what we're talking about today. So first of all, who am I? For those of you who don't know me, let me know if you're new to my audience. Let me know if this is one of the first times you are jumping onto a training, and let me know if you've been in my audience for a while. At this point, we're friends, so I would expect you to say hi if you haven't already. So how did I get started? From no social media presence to generating 7 figures from social media. You guys, I was the type of girl who was like, I'm not on Facebook. No, Facebook's for losers. Well, little did I know there was an entire world where I could be generating money. I could be making money from being on social media. And so that's what I did. I got myself started. I immediately built a very successful outsourced CFO service business where I was jumping onto the scene as a bookkeeper. I came out of corporate accounting, but what I found is I was able to offer so much value, and so I should be charging more. And we're going to talk about that today. I'm also a mom of Irish twins. I have 2 boys. Don't recommend the Irish twin thing. If I'm honest, don't recommend it. It was a lot. It was very crazy. You can see a picture of me and my boys right there in the corner. This is when I first got started in my bookkeeping business. And in order to get work done, I sometimes would just put some old laptops in front of them. And my husband actually grabbed this shot of us quite a few years back. Okay, so on today's agenda, let's talk about it. There are 3 things we're going to talk about that are going to help you to generate more money and not have to work more. So number 1 is your high ticket offer. And what does it look like to really build out your high ticket offer? Number 2, we're going to do messaging that creates client attraction. So how do you start calling in clients who are ready to invest, and they're ready to invest heavily? Number 3, we're going to talk about building a team of leaders, productive leaders, and what that looks like in your business. Okay, so first things first, in order to build a business where you can make more money, you have got to have a high ticket offer that your audience would feel dumb saying no to, right? Just something that flat out, absolutely, I have to join this or else I'm going to feel like an idiot, right? And that typically comes with something like a guarantee and a lot of value, right? Make it easy for people to say yes. So this is going to focus directly on how you are providing value. So how do you guys provide value? And I want to break down the reasons that people make decisions and how people make decisions. And what I want you to think about is, does my high ticket offer really showcase these things? Does it showcase the results you deliver? People spend money when they are promised a result, right? They are looking for something. They're either looking for better wealth. They want more wealth. They want better health, right? Or they want better relationships. These are the 3 things that we speak to: health, wealth, and relationships. So what result are you delivering? And if you can let me know in the comments, what do you help your clients achieve? Better health, more wealth, or relationships? So if you can let me know in the comments, I would love to see that. How likely is it that your clients will achieve that result, right? How likely is it that they will achieve this result? They need to understand that. They need to see it's highly likely I can get the result, right? Very likely I can get this result. How long will it take them to achieve that result? Listen, I'm here to tell you, if you can get me the result in 1 day, I am going to pay you so much money. If you told me I can make you a multi-millionaire, if you just sit down with me for 1 day, I'm going to pay a lot of money, right? I'm going to pay a lot of money for that because I look for speed. Most entrepreneurs, most business owners, most people in general, we want a quick delivery of results. Do you want somebody to tell you, listen, I can help you lose weight, but it's probably going to take about a year, right? What do we look for? We look for the fast result. We look for the person who's like, I can help you have a 6-pack in just 6 weeks. And you're like, yes, sign me up. I want that, right? And then how much effort is required by the client to achieve the result, right? This is important. They're like, okay, the result sounds great, but what am I going to have to do? Have you guys ever heard that? What am I going to have to do? What am I going to have to do to get that result? That sounds good, but am I going to have to like chop off my arm to lose 20 pounds, right? So they need to understand the process, right? That needs to be clear. They want to understand the process and what they're going to have to do to get those results. How is this sounding so far? Oh my gosh. There we go. So only then will people take action to buy. Once those things are clear, once that information is clear, right? And so you're like, okay, that's great, Alyssa. I'm going to make sure within my offer, I get clear on these things. So once you're clear, what's next? That you're communicating it in your marketing message. You knew that was coming, right? You knew it was coming. Your marketing message is next. We have to make sure that the value you're providing is clear out into the market. So you're going to the market, and whatever that looks like for you. For most of us, it's probably being on social media, right? So when you're communicating all of this value, when you're communicating what you do and how fast you get results, you want to make sure that your ideal clients are able to see that. Oh no, how do I go back? There we go. I accidentally clicked twice. All right, so the old way of communicating what you do is speaking to pain points. It's twisting the knife, right? It's shame and blame. Sucks to suck, right? Have you guys seen this? A lot of ideal client avatars talk about this. They talk about like, oh, well, just make sure you speak to the pain points. Or just make sure that you're speaking to pain. What keeps them up at night, right? And this is the old way. This is the way that the old marketers used to teach us this, right? But I do something that contradicts this completely. What I do is I speak to aspirations, and this is the new way. Speaking to goals, speaking to positive energy and growth mindset, right? And that's what I want you doing. I want you to go into the market, and I want you to speak to the things that your ideal client wants, not how stuck they are right now. And the reason for this, let's break down the psychology of this, right? If we break down the psychology of why this works, do you want to bring somebody into your world who is in a victim mindset? Do you think somebody who's in a victim mindset, do you think somebody who is struggling to pay their bills is then suddenly going to hand you thousands of dollars to help them? Probably not, right? They're going to be afraid of investing, right? They're gonna be like, I don't want to invest. Will the real Allie? I think everybody comes in, and some reason they're all Allie. They all look like Allie, like they're signed in under Allie. It's so funny to watch because I keep thinking it's Allie talking to me, and it's not. I forgot, they were just explaining to me that this happened. So really funny in the comments. It's not all Allie. Like there are probably 30 or 40 people that came in under Allie. So, oops, I don't know. It is what it is. So that's so funny. Because at first I was like, is this Allie? All right. So I'll keep going. I'll keep going, you guys. This is just funny. So somebody that's going to come into your audience and they're in victim mindset because you're subconsciously going to call in. You guys believe in energy work, right? Where whatever you want and desire, you're going to call in, right? So if I am constantly saying like, you're struggling, you're sucking at this, everything sucks, right? If you're constantly putting that energy out, then, and you're putting that into your marketing messaging, like I'm struggling so bad. Don't you think you might start calling in the people who are struggling so bad? And don't we want the people who are like, let's go. I'm an action taker. I'm ready to go. So we're going to talk about that next. Oops. I'm learning to use. So in the new way, we want to talk about how your ideal client self-identifies. So how do they self-identify? Because I can tell you, I'm a girl who's ready to spend some money to make some money, right? I am not scared of investing in my business and investing in myself. But guess what? I don't identify as someone struggling. I don't identify as somebody who sucks to suck, right? In fact, that messaging is going to polarize me. So I gave you guys, so I want you to do this. You don't even have to do it right now. After this masterclass, take some time for yourself. And I want you to write a list of how do my ideal clients self-identify. And so you can type out, I get the best results with people who, right? And think about, who do you get the best results with? I get the best results with people who already have clients. They're ready to take action. They're action takers and they self-identify as action takers, right? They're excited about their achievements thus far. They're excited. They're like, yes, I am moving in the direction I want to go. They know that they need a mentor, right? That's who's best for me. Somebody who knows they need a mentor. They're like, I'm not trying to do this shit on my own, right? They've already invested. So they already feel the feeling of what it's like to invest. They know massive growth is inevitable. Who on this call right now knows their success is inevitable? Let me know. Do you know your success is inevitable? No plan B, right? No plan B. It's like, this is it. This is my only way. I am going to make my business successful no matter what. Allie's like, I have all the Allies in the house saying like, fuck yeah. They're thought leaders. They're problem solvers. They don't sit stagnant, right? They're not asking somebody else to solve their problems or blaming somebody else because they're not getting where they want to go. They take radical responsibility. So funny. Radical responsibility. You guys take radical responsibility for your success? I bet you do. I only attract people like that, right? Because that's what I speak to in my marketing message. I speak to the badass powerhouse women, right? And so that's who's going to get on these calls. So I want to show you guys an example of what I helped a client with. And her name's Amanda. Amanda came to me and she was really struggling. She was struggling with her messaging. She was struggling in her business. And I want to show you how amazing a small shift in messaging can really help build an audience that's ready to pay. Right. So Amanda came to me and she gave me, I looked through her content and I was like, girl, I can help you. So I want to show you guys, like, just look at some of this content. I was struggling. Every time I would post, I would get crickets. Right. And so these are the types of posts she's putting out into the world. And she was wondering why every time she gets on the phone with someone, they say they can't afford to work with her. Right. It's this. She's calling in these people. Look at all of these problems that she's talking about. I tried literally a million different things and spent so much time and money trying to figure it out, right? So all of this speaks to the victim mindset, the struggle bus. So what I did for Amanda is I revamped this and I gave her a new message. So Amanda's in the, she coaches fitness coaches. Hey, fitness coach, do you feel like you're the best kept secret in the industry? You know your growth is inevitable and you have no plan B. You're posting every day and proud of your consistency, but it feels like the only people engaged on your posts are friends and family. It can be frustrating, but you know this is just the beginning of your journey. You thought investing in beautiful branding and professional photography would be the ticket to your success, and maybe it didn't give you the results you thought it would yet. So if you're ready for a real strategy and have decided you know you're no longer available for spinning your wheels and trying millions of different things, you're ready to put in the time and money to get results faster, and you know you are a fantastic fitness coach who wants to impact more clients, you do not want to miss this training, right? See how we shifted her messaging? And guess what? I want to tell you guys, I'm so proud of Amanda because Amanda walked away from that call. She implemented everything that we talked about. And she went from not even being able to afford her coaching plans, not even being able to afford her coaching plans. Like, she had to postpone payment on her coaching plans. This wasn't with me in my program, but it was with another coach, to having a $60,000 launch. She collected $56,000 in cash. So she went from having people not be able to afford her or asking for payment plans to getting $56,000 pay in full, cash collected, with a $60,000. I think it was like a $64,000 launch. So of all of those people, maybe one paid with a payment plan. How amazing is that? Just from some shift in messaging. So want to ask you, who are you speaking to in your messaging? And do you guys see how much this can impact the way you show up in your communities, the way you show up and who you bring in? Are you speaking to the growth mentality? Are you still speaking to the victim mindset? So you can take some action right from this masterclass right now. work on overcoming objections of action takers and money makers in your content, in your marketing message. Start solving champagne problems versus broke people problems. Reposition yourself as someone who works with experts and the experienced. Sound good? Who can do that? Who's going to go do that right now? Who is going to take that action? Not right now. We still have a lot to cover in the call. So not right now, but who's going to go do all that stuff? Awesome. I love to see it. That's what I want to see. My action takers. You guys will make money. Oh, shoot. All right. Next part of this, part 3, we're really moving through this, is how to build a team of loyal leaders. Now, I do not take this lightly. One of the reasons my business is so successful is not because of me. It is because of the team I have built, because of the loyalty of the team I've built, because of the culture my team continues to embody. It's barely about who I am. It's about them. At this point in my business, we have so many clients that I need a team to ensure that my clients are getting the success that we say we can get you, right? I need a team to make sure that we follow through with the things we say we're going to do. And so at this point, I've been able to build that team, not just because I want to delegate the shit I don't want to do, but because I want to continue to get the results I say I'm going to get for my clients, right? I have to tell you guys, we joke around with Alexis because she looks like such a wench in every single one of the pictures we took. We love her though. We love her. She's not a wench. She's amazing. She's the happiest person on our team. No shit, not joking. Happiest person on our team. Somehow, all the pictures we took in Florida, she looks so moody. What's up with that? Okay. All right. So let's talk about outsourcing. I want to talk right from the beginning. Who is ready to outsource or who already has outsourced on this call? I want you to tell me. I would love to see who has, maybe she was hot. She was hot. She actually just talked about, we just joked around right before we got on this call. She was like, oh my gosh, I was so hot. I was miserable. My arms were sticky. It was sucked. And it did. We were so hot. We were sweating to death during those pictures. It was like Florida heat, like, it was bad, but it's fine. So if you're outsourcing right now, let's talk about this. So some of the things, I have 3 areas where I make sure I outsource, right? Because I cannot be the CEO and focus on the vision and mission of my company. I can't deliver amazing value like this and be strategic and plan and position myself in front of you guys this way if I'm still running around doing all of the things, right? So I've decided that it's more important for me to do the things that are ultimately the things I'm good at, right? The things I am good at. I'm freaking amazing at marketing. I am freaking amazing at delivering value to my audience. I'm amazing at offering value and delivering value to my clients on our calls, right? I am really good at the big picture, the vision of this company and where we're going. What I'm not good at, housekeeping. No thanks. So some of the first things I ever delegated were things that were personal. Why did I do that? Number one, I figured out that if I could make thousands of dollars, if I broke down my time and realized that, man, if I worked like maybe 5 more hours a week, I could probably make another $10,000 a month, right? I could increase my revenue by not doing housekeeping anymore. So I got a housekeeper, right? Laundry. I do not do laundry. Do not do laundry. Childcare. Be creative. I'll never forget, you guys. I want to tell you a funny story about being creative around childcare. Some of you might still be in a position where childcare is a rough thing. I had a gym membership to the YMCA, local YMCA, that my stepmom paid for because she was the vice president of the YMCA. So I got like a free membership. They would watch my kids for like, I think that you could keep your kids in there for 2 hours. So what I would do is I would go every day. I'd go work out, quickly shower, and then I'd sit down and work for an hour. I would work every day for an hour while my kids are in that childcare room, right? Because I was like, I have 2 hours kid free. So I'd work out, quickly shower, My hair'd be wet. I'd throw it up in a ponytail, just put on some clean clothes. I'd sit my laptop down and I would work at one of the tables at the YMCA, right? So be creative around it if you don't have a lot of cash flow yet. The other thing I would do is I had a mommy helper. So that was another way. So internal operations, what does that look like? That's on to the next thing. The next thing I did is I brought in internal operations. First thing I did is I got myself an administrative assistant. That happened to be Allie, who is still on my team today, but she is much more than that today. She has really come up in my company and moved with me in this company. So I hired my first administrative assistant where she just was doing the tasks that I couldn't do or I couldn't get to. The next thing that we really focused on was client success, right? So client success was the next part of this. So how to make sure that my clients could be successful. And so for you guys, some of you, I know a lot of you are bookkeepers. Well, the real Allie, please stand up. I know a lot of you are bookkeepers and accountants. For you, client success, what is that? That's making sure somebody just does the damn bookkeeping, right? Some of you are accountants or tax professionals. That's making sure somebody gets the taxes done. Making sure your clients are successful, right? So next part of that, next thing we did, brought on a sales team. So we brought on a sales team. So now not only do I have a team that's making sure that the shit is done that I don't want to do, but my clients are successful. And finally, I have a team that sells for me. Do you know what it's like? It's cool as hell to make money, you guys. It's cool as hell to make a lot of money. What's even cooler is when you get text messages that you just made a lot of money. That's the cool thing. When somebody's like, oh, we just closed $10,000. We just closed $20,000. Oh, just did this. And I'm getting a pedicure. That's fucking cool, right? And so how are you going to build a sales team? A team that sells for you so you no longer rely on you to make money. And here's the thing, you guys, I learned this lesson the hard way. In April of 2021, I got COVID. It sucked. And I didn't have the fun, easy COVID, you guys. I didn't have that. I had the one that took me out for a month. On top of it, my girl, Allie, the only other person that knew all of the shit in my company, she also got COVID and wanted to scare the life out of all of us by sitting in the hospital for like 2 weeks. And it was terrifying. It was terrible. And I cried the entire time. So my girl, Allie, also got COVID. And you know how much money we made that month? I went from having a business that generated between $50,000 and $80,000 a month to making $17,000. $17,000. And that's when I realized my business model was unsustainable. It was not working. My business was broken. And it was the worst and best thing that ever happened to me because in 2021, I got my shit together so that would never happen to us again, right? Would never happen. And our Allie is fine. She survived the COVID. She's totally healthy, by the way. Yes. And then on top of that, we also have people on our team that help us with marketing. So marketing isn't all on me. I have somebody who can help with that, right? Help generating some Facebook stories here and there, help with some posts, help with responding to comments in our group, right? And then we have our trusted advisors. Is this helping, guys? Is this good to see this picture of like, what actually, how do you build out this business? Let me know if this is helping in the comments. Mentorship. I have never had a business without a mentor. Not once in my business have I been without mentorship. I've always had it. It's always been a huge reason I've been highly successful thus far, right? CPA and financial consulting. I don't care if you already are a CPA. I don't care if you already are a bookkeeper. You are in your business, right? You are in your business and you don't know what you don't know. And so having somebody that can help you make financial decisions and consult with you about your retirement, about how you should save your money, about if you should be an S Corp or not, right? All of those things matter. And you may be really good at one area in your financial space, but you're not good at them all, right? So having someone else, a CPA or some sort of financial manager to help consult you on making decisions to ensure that your taxes are low, right? And everybody always thinks because I was a previous bookkeeper and CFO, like I don't have to have that. And I'm like, no. I need to have that, right? You cannot leave me up to making all the decisions for our financial wealth, right? Legal counsel, right? Legal counsel, trademarking, and then paid media. So buying media. This is not something that I've ever done in-house in my business. Some people do it. I don't do it. I have to learn a lot. We already learn a lot about our craft, our messaging, our marketing. To also learn how to use paid media, it just scares the hell out of me. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to be honest. So that is our trusted advisors, our internal operations, and personal. So I hope this helps. If you can grab like a screen grab of this, take a picture, think about this stuff in terms of like, what should I start thinking about outsourcing, or what is my next thing? Because you will not reach 7 figures. Who has 7-figure goals in this community right now? You will not hit 7 figures alone. You will not do it. So this is what happens. We hit an inflection point. We see some growth, right? And then it becomes a lot. We're rapidly rising, we're growing. And then we get to a point, this is typically around the 250 to 500K mark, where we decide if we want to move backwards. Do I want to move backwards, or do I want to continue to move forward? The reason I talk about this inflection point is because I've hit it. I know what it's like to feel like, can I just fire my whole team and just go back to when it was simple, right? Should I just be happy and be okay with, making 6 figures? Like I should just be fine, right? My team's like, let's not do that, right? Just fire everybody. This is a hard time in your business. It's a frustrating time in your business because now you have this overhead of a team and you have to continue to market yourself, and you feel like you're now this new hat of like, I'm managing my team, I'm doing all of these things. Should I just fire them all? Oh, I had this as a whole slide. Wouldn't it be easier to be solo again, or just downsize, go back to how it used to be? I forgot about that one. So let's not do that. Let's create a culture that keeps A players around. And here's the thing about A players. They'll get you through those hard times. They'll get you through those times where you're like, screw it, right? Never mind. Let's go backwards. I don't want to do this anymore. Just kidding. Building a culture that keeps A players is not hard. It's just something you've never done before. And so there's a couple areas where you can do that, right? So what do we need to focus on? Number one, communication. Communication. Are you communicating like an executive should? Are you communicating your expectations well? This is your role. These are your expectations. These are your deadlines. These are your guidelines. This is what to do if you need help. Executive communication looks like communicating the what, the how, the why. Why being most important, because they need to understand what they're part of. They need to understand, why am I doing this work? How is it impacting the bigger picture, the mission, the vision, the people? Because A players won't stay at a company if they don't feel like they're making a difference, right? You guys were A players. That's why you started a company, because you likely worked in another company where you didn't feel like you were doing anything purposeful. You didn't feel like you were making an impact, so you left. Don't make the mistake of creating that same culture within your company, right? They need a mission. They need to know that they're impacting people. So communicate that. Create a goal-driven culture. Goal-driven culture where you're reaching the goals together. This isn't just about you making more money. This is about us making more money. My team knows as I scale and as I go farther, they're going with me. We're on a mission together. Let's reach the goals together. I make more money, you get to make more money, right? I incentivize them. So not only is it about your goals, when's the last time you asked your team about their goals, what they wanted? How do they see themselves in your company? How do they see their future with you? What types of things do they want to learn? When you cultivate a community, a culture in your company where your team feels like you're going to do everything you can to take them where they want to go, they're going to stay there, right? My team comes to me and says, I would love to be on a stage. Let's get you a stage. Let's get you speaking. My team comes to me and says, I really want to make 10K per month. Let's get you to 10K. Here's how we can do it together, right? This is what I need you to do. Oh my gosh, what's my third thing? Goals, communication, trust. There we go. I was like, there's one more. I had speaker notes, but they're not showing up. Trust. Number 3 is trust. Are you letting your team know how much you trust them? I want to tell you guys a quick story. And some of you can relate to this. Who's athletes in here, right? So when I was in high school, I played on a team that trusted me with everything. And I was their star player, right? I would score 3 or 4 goals I was a soccer player, per game, easily. I was the best player on that team. Before I knew it, I was being recruited. I was recruited to another team because I was so good on this team where the coach trusted me, my team trusted me. They valued me. When I was recruited to this other team, they didn't trust me. Some of the girls bullied me. They were intimidated by me because they knew I was good on that other team, but they didn't want to be showed up by me on their team. Right? The coach didn't really trust me either. He was worried about how I would perform with a new team, right? And guess what? I didn't perform very well. Actually, I sucked. Maybe question how good I was on this other team. Like, wait, how was I so good there and how was I so bad here? And that wasn't because I became a worse player. It wasn't because I got worse at soccer somehow, some way in one summer. It was because of the energy that was being pushed to me, the energy of distrust, the energy of, we don't know what you're capable of, right? When someone has a belief in you and when someone has a trust in you, you embody that belief and trust. And so you're able to do more. And so right now, if you're not letting your team know that you trust them, and worse, you're telling them you don't trust them, they're not going to be able to trust themselves. Can you guys relate to this? Have you experienced this? I bet most of you have. And so I want you to think about how often you let your team know you trust them. How often you tell them, make a decision, right? You got this. I trust you. I tell my team all the time, I trust you. In fact, I was just on a call with Alexis and Allie right before this call, and Alexis was asking me a question. I was finishing up my slides and I'm like, Alexis, I'm sorry, I can't. Just make a decision. I trust you. You do it. Right? That is the energy that's going to cultivate leaders on your team. When you allow them to make decisions, when you allow them to learn from making decisions and making mistakes also, by the way, because we all make mistakes. So, was this helpful? Ooh. So I want to talk to you guys. I have an offer for you guys tonight. If you didn't know that already, I'm sorry. Of course I do. What are the rules in marketing? We're going to offer value, right? We're going to engage. We're going to sell to our audience. Those are our money-making tasks every single day. Most programs are teaching you speed. Most things are teaching you make more money, make it faster, right? And that looks good for them. It looks good for their bottom line. It looks good for these other programs and these other coaches, these other mentors, because that's what they want. They just want you to make more money, right? But what happens when you're making so much money that you're burning yourself out? What happens when you don't know what to do with where you are and you ultimately have to move backwards? I used to make this mistake, you guys. I used to have clients that made a lot of money. Some of them aren't even in business anymore because they got burned out so badly because I didn't know how to teach them to scale. I didn't know how to get them where they needed to go, right? And I couldn't have learned those mistakes if I didn't experience them myself. And now I know everything I have experienced and all the hardship I've experienced in growing my team and growing my company was so I'd be able to pass that on to my clients and pass that on to my communities. So that's why we created a completely new model, specifically for service providers, where we're not only about speed, but also we want to help you embody simplicity and scalability. Simplicity and scalability. We want to help our clients sell their offers to 2 to 3 times more than what they would normally. We have some stories about this. We want to help them perfect their marketing message so they stop wasting time getting on calls with people who are broke. Anyone think that sounds good? I know that sounds good. And also build teams that they love, teams of leaders, A players. Who wants the A team? I have one of the most badass teams ever, and I will be the first person to tell you all that. So we created Moneymaker Mastermind, where CEOs scale. I couldn't be more excited about it. Who's excited? Also, this branding though, right? Is it so good? So you're probably asking, what kind of CEOs are in this program? What kind of CEOs join a program like this? Kendra Ferguson, CPA. Kendra Ferguson has been in our mastermind for quite a few months now. Kendra went from, she was able to sell her programs, sell her services, bookkeeping services, outsourced CFO services to contractors. And she was doing that on a monthly basis. What we taught Kendra to do is take her offer and compact it. We took it from being something that's ongoing month to month to being an 8-week program. An 8-week program where she was able to offer her outsourced CFO services in 8 weeks for over $20,000. And she sold this multiple times. And not only has she sold it multiple times, it gives her an off-ramp to decide if she wants to continue to working with these clients, or it gives her an on-ramp to be a better part of her clients' experience and be more involved with her clients. And so recently I know that she actually is pitching to get equity in one of these clients' companies. So how cool would it be to not only be able to be in a position where you're making $20K for an 8-week offer, but then you get to make more money and potential equity and pitch that to your client. We have Stephanie. Stephanie came to us, she was a VA. She was offering virtual services. Yay, Kendra. Virtual services. She's a tech VA. And Stephanie wanted to make more money. And so Stephanie came to us in a position where, she's charging for her tech VA services. And recently she was able to start teaching other VAs how to do what she does, how to make more money. And she's brought on some really high profile clients over the last few weeks that I actually just learned about that she didn't tell me about, where she has become the tech resource to some of these high profile clients and is making more money with them. We have Jill. Jill does bookkeeping for contractors. Jill is amazing. Jill has been a part of my community for quite a while, and she joined Mastermind a couple months ago. We love Jill. Jill joined our program and immediately, Jill, you got scared? Not you, Jill, not that Jill. Jill immediately went to her clients and looked for a raise. She said, listen, I know that I'm making this, and she was able to triple her rates because of the value she provides. And so with our coaches, she was able to do that just by getting that confidence to do so, by asking for more. And so she tripled her monthly income with no more clients. And how cool is that? That's pretty cool. I know at this point she's brought on more clients, and she was recently able to bring on another bookkeeper to help her, so she doesn't actually have to work more and work harder to make more money, right? What an amazing example of that. Who wants to triple their income immediately, right? And of course I could show you more, but that would be, annoying. Look at all these shiny results I get. So what is the Moneymaker Mastermind? It's a 12-month mastermind focused on helping service providers. I got to move all this stuff. Scale their offers and build with a scalable model. That's the most important thing we want to do. We want to help you build your business and grow your business, scale your business with a scalable model that is simple, right? Let's not overcomplicate this. So what's included? Oh my gosh. So our core curriculum is the first thing. Our core curriculum covers client acquisition through organic marketing, including how to nurture and sell to growing, nurturing, and selling to your audience, building your high ticket offer and really building out that value and how to put that message out, how to get results for your clients, how to make sure your clients are getting results, how to build a framework that gets people moving and taking action, right? Who wants bookkeeping clients that don't do anything? Who wants accounting clients that don't do anything? Who wants coaching clients that don't do anything? No one, right? So if we build out the framework the proper way, people are going to take action. Standard operating procedures that we use, how to build your team, your A team, right? And then operations and fulfillment. And there's a bunch of other crap in there as well. No, it's not crap, it's obviously amazing, but there's a bunch. Success coaching. So we brought this on. We started doing this in 2021 because we wanted to make sure that we held our clients accountable to getting success with us. We do not want you to join one of our programs, one of our masterminds, just to pay us, because that would be a waste of everyone's time, right? Please don't do that, right? So our one-on-one accountability coach gets on a call with you every month to check in with you, to see how you're doing, if you've reached your goals, and really help you game plan. We also have brand new unlimited one-on-one with the AJD team. It's to solve any and all problems that arise during your success. So unlimited one-on-one with our team. So that means if you have a question, if something arises for you, you submit a form, and then we bring one of our team members on to support you in whatever way needs to happen. The $1 Million Network. So you're going to be dropped into a community of successful women who are already have reached their goals and are reaching their goals and striving for more, who have built the type of business that you're wanting right now. And I don't want you to underestimate the power of proximity. So much of, we love you, the real Allie. It's so funny. So much of the reason that I've been successful is because of the rooms that I get in. I get in rooms with people who are already successful, and we want that for you, right? And also it's freaking fire. Yes. We also have weekly group coaching and masterminding calls. So we have one call that's on Mondays. It is a mindset call with Lily Newhouse. Everyone loves Lily. She's absolutely amazing. Also, you do get 2 one-on-one calls with Lily to break through any kind of shifting beliefs or problems you have, or limiting beliefs or problems you're having as far as getting to the next level. You have the A-team call, which is a rotation of sales, copywriting, operations, and fulfillment. So we're meeting your needs, delivering new trainings, telling you what we're doing, what's going on with us. A lot of vulnerability. I tell you where we're failing. I tell you where we're succeeding and how you can implement brand new strategies into your company. And then you get 2 calls with me. Those are Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And on those calls, you have direct access to me and I'm hot seat coaching. So anyone that has a specific problem, we're solving that. We're making sure that we support you. And specifically, I'm supporting you on what I think you need to do in order to get to that next level that you're reaching. So bonuses that's included. You are going to get a bonus, and actually I am going to, oh, never mind, I'm not going to do it. Bonus that's included is a ticket. You get a free ticket to our live event that is in sunny Hilton Head, South Carolina, Hilton Head Island, at a retreat. It's a Sonesta Spa and Retreat Resort. It's a resort, not a retreat, resort. And that is a 3-day event that's from on April 26th to, right? April 26th to April 29th. I'm like, can somebody give me those details? Where I will be speaking, obviously, and hosting the event, April 27th to the 29th, right? April 27th to the 29th, as well as, and there will be guest speakers there. We already are working on our speaker lineup, and obviously it's going to be amazing to do an in-person event, the 27th to the 29th of April, 2022. So does anyone have any questions? Anything else they want to learn? In order to take action, all we need to do is you can book a call. We're going to drop that link for you guys right in the comments. You could also just type this in. It's alyssajDillon.as.me/strategy, and you will get on a call. You can schedule out your call. We are going to have calls available through. So if you schedule your call by the end of the week, we do have some bonuses for fast action takers that can be discussed on the call. And we'll make sure that we get you those as well. It's mostly some swag stuff that I don't have with me right now. Hat, mugs, things like that, all the good things. So some people already have their call with Megan. Amazing. Yes, your call will be with Megan. She's our client advisor. Does anyone have any questions or anything else that they want to add? Any, who's excited? Who is booking their call right now? I need to know that. Who's booking their call? Who's like, yes, I need this. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make more money in 2022. All right, my dears. Excited to see some new faces. Amazing. All right, you guys. I hope that this was super value for you all. I hope that you took some serious value away from this. Let me know if you guys need anything else. If there's anything else I can support you with or anything else you guys need, feel free to reach out. I'm excited to see some of you on the other side. Again, we're going to close the doors on this. Specifically, we need to get people in for that retreat ticket. If you are considering working with us and want to be there at our live event in April, we need you to take action this week and get in so we can make sure that you get that free live event ticket. Otherwise, if you wait, you won't get it because we have to make sure that we have capacity and we have to get all of our numbers into the actual event space. So make sure that you get in the calendar by the end of the week so you can get that free event ticket. All right, my dears. Book your call, get in, free event ticket. I'll see you guys in, who's coming to South Carolina with me? Who's coming? Who's coming? Me. Yes. So we have a free live event for anyone who joins Mastermind. This is for members. So if you join our Mastermind, you get a free event ticket. We have a live event April 27th to April 29th. It is at Sonesta. It's going to be amazing. I think we already have about 30 people who have registered in the Mastermind. I know Kendra's going to be there. We got Shanita Jones coming. We got Tiffany Higgins coming. It's going to be amazing. Now, there's going to be so many accountants there. It's like, it'll be awesome though. All right. So make sure you get on your call. Make sure you book your call this week so you can get in and so we can get that event ticket to you, that free event ticket. Okay. That's your bonus. One of your bonuses. I didn't go over in here because I completely forgot about it, which is my fault. Next time, right? All right. Love you guys. I'm going to let you go. Mwah. I'll talk to you guys later.